Okay, everyone wave. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Teeara Cordials. What is Machu Picchu? How many of you have heard of what Machu Picchu is? Not many people can answer this question. I myself couldn't even answer this question until about 2 years ago when my family and I vacationed there. All of these photos throughout the presentation are from my family vacation, and all the fun facts about it that I'll present throughout is from our tour guide named Eric. He lives in the bottom of the base of the mountain in a little town called Aguas Calientes, and that is in the Cusco region of Peru. The ruins of Machu Picchu hold such rich history and a sense of peacefulness and pure wonder, known for that quiets the soul. Machu Picchu is known for the location, the history, and the theories behind it. Let's start this exploration with where it's located. Again, as I stated, Machu Picchu is in Peru, which is in South America. The encyclopedia states that the ruins can be found in the Peruvian Andes, in between the Machu Picchu and the Huayna Picchu Mountains. That is just northwest of Cusco, and that's about 8,000 feet above sea level. The Urubamba River also flows at the base of the mountains. Machu Picchu can be divided into 3 sectors. That is the religious sector, the agricultural sector, and the urban sector. And I'll try to point them out throughout the presentation. Here's the photo of the 2 mountains, the Huayna Picchu and Machu Picchu. And a fun fact about the Urubamba River is that it's actually shaped like a condor. And throughout the Incan Empire, the condor is actually said to be a representation of the external self, and it's supposed to point the way to their freedom. Here's actually the only way in and out of Machu Picchu. It's through the guardian shack here, and more of the agricultural area, as you see in the right-hand picture. Now that we've established a location, let's get into a little bit of its history. According to Kelly Hearn, a journalist of the National Geographic, there was not much known about the ruins except that it was built in the 1400s. It wasn't until July 1911 that Hiram Bingham discovered it, but not without the help of 2 farmers and a 10-year-old little boy. Without their guidance through the dense terrain, they would have never found it. Another fun fact about the American archaeologist is that he was actually looking for the lost city of the Incas, but he did find the lost city, but not the lost city. The most incredible aspect of these ancient Incan ruins is that it was built in the height of the Incan Empire. They didn't last very long, they only lasted about 100 years, and that was around the time of the Spanish conquest of Peru. They say an article in the history of Machu Picchu says that the reason why it's so well preserved is because that the Spaniards never found it. Here's a picture of our tour guide Eric and my family. And a fun fact, inside of this picture are little dots. Those little dots are llamas. And the best thing about llamas there is that they maintain the land, the grass. They clip the grass with their teeth instead of yanking it out as if a horse would do. So it maintains it. Archaeologists, including Bingham, toss back many different theories of why Machu Picchu is there. The first theory that they bounced back and forth was that Machu Picchu was a sanctuary for high priests and women that were called virgins of the sun. An article in the Destination, Machu Picchu, says that there were over 130 skeletons found at the ruins, but majority of them were women, which led them to believe that this was a temple or a sanctuary. The second theory was that Machu Picchu was served as a kind of retreat or vacation home for an ancient Incan emperor, Pachacutec, who reigned between 1438 and 1472. This is actually where his living quarters would have been. And a fun fact about this is I'm actually standing in the doorway of the only known bathroom in Machu Picchu. All it is a hole in the floor, but it was pretty cool to know that was one of the first bathrooms. By going through this exploration in depth, we are able to see why Machu Picchu is known for its location, history, and theories. By exploring the richness and breathless beauty of Machu Picchu and the history, you can start planning your next vacation today. Thank you, everyone. Bye.